Dun, 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 dun. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is prime time. Tonight is PG 18. For those of you who have children, tell them to go to bed because it's prime time. Anything can happen on that show, and it usually does, but it's Sunday night. Sunday fun day. Yes, it's been a happy day. It's been a sad day, so we'll talk about that. But we might play a game. If we have some volunteers, if people want to come in, we're going to play a game called This or That and Why. This or That and Why. And we're getting ready to start the show right after this word. Guess is back. Back again. Prime time is back again. Good evening, content creators. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Prime Time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an incredible week. It's been a very interesting week. And you know what this is? This is a Sunday fun day. It's also prime time. So those of you who have children, it's time for them to tell them to go to bed. That's people on the East Coast, because this East Coast is 8:30. I know there's a lot of people who try to come in tonight, but if you want to come in, I'll send out the link. The link is up there if you want to come in. We might do some interesting things tonight. As you can see, as you can hear, I'm also cooking. So I'll be going in and out. Got some music for you so you won't be lonely. I just got to turn some stuff. I got to make sure I don't burn anything. Yeah. But first things first, guest who is always here. Guest is the only one that's here every single time I do a show. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yes. I sent the link on the Facebook page. And speaking of Facebook, good afternoon, good evening for everybody that's in the Facebook. Yes, it is 7:30. It's 5:30 p.m. in the West Coast. So I know I got did something. Waiting for everybody to get in here. So we go ahead and do this. I got to put this music on. Yes. We get ready to start the show. Don't, guys, don't forget that. If you're on Facebook, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Uh-oh. Red alert. Red alert. We got somebody in the chat. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. Come into the stage.
What's up, Mr. Z?
What is happening, man? What is happening? How y'all doing this evening? How y'all doing?
We're hanging in there, man. We're hanging in there. We're fighting with Comcast to get some internet working. It's not working very well. They keep winning, and we keep paying, so it kind of sucks.
Comcast, that's like Spectrum, something like that.
Yeah, it's like having taking two rocks, and if you took two rocks and banged them together, you might get internet.
You might not. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we drop off at random, it's because our internet is total crap.
Well, yeah, they need to see. It's 2024. They need to fix that, right? You know what? Yeah, absolutely.
Totally agree.
2024.
Man.
So I just came out here. I was so happy because the GOAT has won his big NASCAR race this evening. Michael Jordan has won Talladega 500.
Mm-hmm.
The GOAT, the man that's the only GOAT, not no Mrs. James, that idiot. Everybody say, he's better than Michael Jordan. Please. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA titles for one team. One team. And never lost the NBA Finals game. So he is the GOAT. All right, so a lot of you guys didn't hear because we're going to play a game. It's called This or That and Why.
All right.
So it's a regular, typical this or that game, but you got to explain why you chose that. For example, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Yeah, lady.
I'm going to go with Pepsi because they have Mountain Dew.
Okay, so why do you go for Coke? Or why do you go for Pepsi other than Coke?
Because Coke tastes better than Pepsi.
Like I said, Pepsi has Mountain Dew.
Yeah, but
It's Mountain Dew. There's no other. That's it. We're done.
I like Diet Coke over Diet Pepsi.
Right. So you know what? I used to like Coca-Cola. You gotta say that Coca-Cola because everybody gonna say, "Oh, you like Coke? Oh, you like that other stuff?" No. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Anyway, back in the day, Coca-Cola was very, 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 very good. They changed the format so much, and then they changed it to Coca-Cola Classic. That sucked. And then they changed it back to Coke. But now I'm drinking. I drink Pepsi because they look at me. I'm fat, so I gotta change my. Yeah.
Do you like the taste better, or why did you switch from Coke to Pepsi?
Well, I had a girl that I had a huge crush on it, and she drinks Pepsi, and huge girl crush. It ruined my life forever in 1980s. She loved Pepsi. I said, man, I was a Coke guy, and then she started drinking Pepsi. I said, all right, we're going to go ahead and start drinking Pepsi. So, yeah, I drink Pepsi now. So, yeah. So that's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do the game. The next question is Star Wars or Star Trek, and why? We know her answer is.
Well, not gonna have much of an answer here. I never watched either of them too much. Never was into the sci-fi. I've watched the original Star Wars. The original Star Wars movies, I love them. And then they started coming out with the trilogies and the trilogy before the trilogy and the prequels and all that crap. And I kind of lost interest at that point in time. The old ones, I love them.
I live long and prosper. That's
yes. I used to do it. Live long and prosper. Yeah, that's it right there. It's difficult for me to say because I grew up watching the Star Trek TV show, and then I started watching the movies. I saw all 6 of them in the movies, the original 6. The Next Generation, no. But Star Wars, I saw all 3. Like you said, I saw all 3 Star Wars movies in the movie theater when they first came out. Yeah, people going crazy. Star Wars. So I'm a Star Wars movie. I am also a Star Trek TV show fan. And like you said, the last 6 or 8 movies from Star Wars I cannot stand, except for Natalie Portman. Huge crush on her. Natalie Portman. But we all, now you gotta remember, and it's something in Star Wars. We all had a crush on Princess Leia. Come on, man. You know you did.
I mean, her name was Leia. Come on. You know?
But the Return of the Jedi. I never said the Return of the Jedi. The Return of the Jedi. And when she wear that outfit, I said, "Oh man, there we go." Now I was a teenager back then, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it's a toss-up. I like Star Wars. Star Trek. Okay, now this is a good one right here. Now a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this. Who is the GOAT?
Of?
Who is the GOAT? This should be easy.
To me, the GOAT is Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, okay, let me explain. Okay, well, yeah. I'm sorry, I should have said this. Who is the GOAT of basketball?
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Hands down, no question asked.
Okay, why would I be mad at this though? Because he said the wife was going to hate him. Or was that the question before?
That was the question before.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, basketball, Michael Jordan. Most unappreciated basketball player, Pistol Pete Maranovich.
Yes.
That dude, he can look at you and pass 4 different ways. You didn't know it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Best ever, Michael Jordan.
Best ever. See, now I know these I call them young cats. These young cats don't even know who Michael Jordan is. So they say, we like it. I say, really? I can go off of that. I won't go off of that. Michael Jordan, that kid, I seen him play. I saw him play one time when he was in Dallas. Dallas in those days was a bad team. And yes, they lost today. So, yeah, whatever. Back in the day when Jordan would play, I went to go see him in the old Dallas reunion. And man, that place was sold out. Crazy. I love Michael Jordan. Now we're gonna get to this question is gonna make people happy or it's gonna make people sad. The NBA versus the WNBA. I can't say it.
I'm gonna say, to me personally, the WNBA, because they put a lot more into it. To be honest with you, they can't dunk, and I'm not saying they can't dunk. They do dunk. They don't have the flair. They don't have the posterized. They don't have all that. But those ladies are there to play. So to me, it's WNBA because they don't make the money the men do. They do it because they love doing it. It's not. I hesitate to say it's not as exciting as the NBA.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I'm going to put it straight. They put more ass into the game than the men do. That's simple.
Okay, you know what? I agree with you.
You're freaking better.
Oh, you agree with it. Oh,
Yeah,
guys, I'll be right back. Keep talking. Tell everybody say hello. I gotta
What are you talking
turn
about?
down my meat.
You're talking about women's
We're talking about
basketball.
NBA versus WNBA.
And there goes Z. Z goes bye-bye.
The host has to pee apparently, but in my personal opinion, I mean the NBA is very exciting. It's exciting, but the WNBA,
Oh,
they have to.
They're having to prove themselves.
Yeah, they got to fight
Right,
more.
and they're fighting for what they're doing.
Yep. And I mean, like I said, they don't dunk, they don't fly from the freaking foul line like Jordan, but they can drop some threes that make the boys look bad. I'm sorry. The girls.
Washy.
Yeah,
I don't think he did. He was gone for like 2 seconds. I don't think he washy.
Would you wash or pee or what the hell did you do? That was quick.
No, I had to turn down my stuff.
Oh, okay.
On
I
my
thought you were
stuff.
peeing.
Now, I hate to hurt somebody's feelings, but the big deal is that young lady that won Iowa, whatever. Guys, here's the thing: She was compared to everybody else. Well, the critics, everybody say, "Oh, she's better than most guys." But here's the thing: the WNBA balls are smaller. They're not the regular. They're smaller than
Wait, did you say small balls? See?
WNBA has small balls. They play with small balls.
Yeah.
PG-18.
We're talking what, a half-inch smaller ball?
Oh, it's got more.
She got skills, bro. She got skills. She set the record. She crushed everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody ever in NCAA history. It's not like she did it by 2 points. She made them look bad. And I love Michael Jordan. She made him look bad. She made NCAA history look bad. Like they didn't know what the hell they were doing. It's like, oh, you're playing basketball. No, I thought you were bowling because your score's so low. She crushed it.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. Here's the thing. We have a team in Dallas. Well, they say in Dallas, they said they are in Dallas, WNBA, but they play in a college stadium in Arlington. Now, that stadium only holds like 8,000 to 9,000 people. So when they said it sold out 8,000 or 9,000 people. American Airlines holds like 18,000. So that's what I'm saying. But yeah,
hey, have you been to a men's game? And have you been to a women's game?
I have been to a college basketball game.
Men's or women?
I was back in the day. I have been to an NBA game. And like I said, when I went there, I got to see Jordan. That's all I need to see, the GOAT. It's going to take a little bit more I think about 15 or 20 more years. They'll get there, She only got, I think she only got like, how much she get a contract for?
Well, that's the thing. The women's don't have the attendance, so they don't get the paychecks. The men's have higher attendance. They get the paychecks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But it will grow.
Me personally, when it comes to basketball and baseball,
UConn has an amazing women's basketball team,
as always. But I think the men's and the women's basketball, even though there is a difference, same with men's and women's baseball, they should combine them. They should absolutely combine them.
I don't know about women's baseball, but
absolutely. There's a bunch of ladies out there, and I'm a baseball junkie that are spectacular. Look, about 6 or 7 years ago, there's that young lady in the Little League World Series that struck out the whole freaking team of men, and she was a woman. They can do it. So I say let the ladies play in baseball and basketball. I'm not going to say football. And it's not me.
No. They're not going to play football. They will not play in football.
It would not be good in football.
I guarantee you they will not play in NFL because they get hurt. Those guys are violent. Those hits are very, very violent.
Yep.
If a girl is a wide receiver and gets the ball, a guy would tag him.
I would love to see ladies in baseball and basketball and let them play against each other. There's always this battle of the sexes. You want to prove it? Let them go pro. Let them go against the men. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. I don't give a shit.
I will say there's no crying in baseball.
There is no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
So I don't give a shit who wins, Z. I just want to see that happen because I think it'd be great.
I think it'd be like WWE. For example, for that. All right, we got to move on some stuff. Let's see here. We got to talk about food. We got to talk about food and why. Whataburger, McDonald's, or Burger King.
Oh. So we went to Whataburger once in Vegas.
Yep.
What was the other one?
Burger King or McDonald's?
Burger King has a veggie burger. She's a vegetarian.
So
It's okay.
I'm a vegetarian, so I'll have to go with Burger King all the way.
I'm gonna go with McDonald's simply on French fry, even though Burger King has stepped up their game.
Their French fries have meat in them.
That's a good thing.
Not for me. What about you, D?
What's yours?
You know what? See, I used to work at Whataburger. I also used to work at McDonald's. So I had a good sense about it. Whataburger is the king. Back when I used to work at Whataburger, the one that used to be over 24 hours. And I ate Whataburger. I had the taquitos, all the breakfast sandwiches. I was a Whataburger nuts. And being an employee at Whataburger, you eat for free. So, yeah. And you can make your own sandwiches. So I was making doubles and triples and quads. That's 4 pieces of meat. Yeah. Stackers. Put some ketchup on there. Put some lettuce and tomatoes.
How's your cholesterol, Z?
Yeah. I think on my last check. You know what? I haven't had a Whataburger in years.
Says Whataburger.
Yeah, cruising out says that Whataburger.
Yeah, if you live in Texas, you gotta say Whataburger. That's what it is. Now we're gonna get into some deep stuff here.
All right.
Superman or Batman, and why?
Oh, Batman. Because he's fucking hot.
See, I knew it. That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's prime time.
It's not prime time.
None of us are monetized.
No.
It don't matter.
I'm not monetized either. It's prime time. You can say what you want.
I'm gonna go with Superman because that poor flucker came from a planet and he didn't know where the hell he was going. Came here and was a badass. Okay.
Okay, but
he didn't know what the hell was going on. Batman, he is sick by cruise nuts.
I say Batman because he is hot. And
Well, it depends.
Every Batman.
It depends on who's playing.
Every Batman has been hot.
Now that's a good question. Which Batman?
Oh God, who played the guy?
Well, to her defense, while she's thinking of him,
Michael Keaton.
Everybody that played Superman has died.
No, Michael Keaton, and then there was the guy that did the.
Oh, he did the Doors movie.
Yes,
the
that
what?
guy.
Who did the Doors movie?
And then they did
Cruise Nuts. Help us out here. Who did the Doors movie? Who played freaking Batman?
It was the V.
Ship.
No, he was.
I don't know.
In the Tom Cruise movie, and he was also in. Oh God, what the hell is his name?
I can't
And I
remember.
agree. Batman does have the cool toys. However, Superman can fly.
Batman has all the cool toys.
Yeah,
Blank Van Blank. Van. Oh God, what was his name?
Okay, Mike Keaton, George Clooney, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
There you go.
Val Kilmer.
You got it.
Ah, thank you. Yep. They just dropped it in.
There was a whole
List.
series on him, a documentary about Val Kilmer, and they
Would
had
that be
him
a
with the
documentary?
boys.
Yes.
Yes, it was awesome.
Well, yeah, it's the thing. You know, Val Kilmer has he has throat cancer. He was in the last movie I saw him in was on Top Gun Maverick. He didn't talk a lot. He used that machine. But yeah, they put that in the storyline, which is pretty cool. But
the whole documentary on him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was hot. So I said for me, it was Batman all the way.
So you know what? Superman had a weakness. He had a weakness. It's not kryptonite. Women was his weakness.
Well, yeah.
Women was his weakness. Lois Lane, Lana, but and like you said, most of the Superman that played Superman died. Christopher Reeve died. There's another one that the original Superman, he died.
And then the younger guy that played Superman actually died in a car accident or something. So I was Superman.
Yeah. So
Plus, I'm not that damn sexy.
I had to go with Batman because I like the first one. Michael Keaton. I think he played it real good.
He was hot.
He
Now,
did.
all right. Speaking of Batman, who played the best Joker, and who should have played Joker? That's a good one.
It's,
No, Danny. I was gonna say Danny DeVito, but he played Penguin.
no,
Yeah.
it was Jim Carrey, right?
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Jim Carrey played the Riddler.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Nope, that wasn't.
He didn't play the Joker.
Oh, Heath
Heath Ledger.
Ledger.
Yes, Heath Ledger played the Joker. You know what? I had to go. I'll always like Jack. What's his name? I forgot his name. Jack Nicholson.
Oh, well, of course.
Jack
Oh,
Nicholson
yeah.
played the Joker, but you know who I wanted to play the Joker? Robin Williams should have played the Joker.
Heath Legend. Cruz notes said Keith Legend.
Oh,
No, that's a singer.
that's a singer.
No. What the hell's the singer's name? Something like
it's not. Yeah, John Legend. That's what he's saying.
John Legend. Thank you. That's the singer.
See that? Yeah.
Messy bastard.
But yeah, Robert Williams should have played the Joker, and Jack Nicholson played a pretty good Joker. And like you said, Heath Ledger was that guy scared me. He was that as a Joker. Heath Ledger scared me because that's the only thing I saw him play was the Joker. That's man, he just played real good. He's one of those guys that just said, man.
Oh, Keith Urban and John Legend.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting Joker right there.
All right. Now we got this next subject is gonna be great, and it's basically for people that grew up in the '80s.
Okay, we grew up in the
That's
80s.
us. That's us.
Van Halen, David Roloff, or Sammy Hagar, and why?
No, what was the first one?
David
Wait.
Roloff or Sammy Hagar?
David Lee Roth or Sam Hagar?
David Lee Roth.
You gotta go with David Lee Roth. He's the original.
You gotta jump.
He's the absolute original. Sammy Hagar was like, they fired his ass. I'll come in. I'm going David Lee Roth.
I want to just jump.
And his hair was better. So if you want a reason why, David Lee Roth had much better hair than Sammy Hagar.
I love Sammy. He's a better singer. He's a better songwriter. David Roloff was not a songwriter. He was just a front man. I hate to say it, but he was a front man. When Sammy took over, and Van Halen won their first Grammy for 5150. When Sammy was doing it, they got more album sales, and I had a recent interview. I saw a recent interview when they're doing. Sammy was talking about the early days and the late days of Van Halen. And basically, he said David Roloff was just out of his mind. Oh well, everybody in Van Halen was out of their mind, doing the drugs, the alcohol, and all that stuff. And Sammy said, well, and then it affected Eddie so much, he started doing drugs and alcohol. And God rest his soul, Eddie Van Halen, best guitar player of all time. And now, since we're talking about guitar players, Eddie Van Halen or Jimi Hendrix?
Oof. I mean, Jimi Hendrix was amazing. You can't really argue.
I wish I would have got to see Jimi Hendrix live in concert. My uncle's, how can I say? Uncle's brother would go when they were at Woodstock, and they said that they could not do Woodstock now, but Woodstock was crazy. Hendrix was just, I wish I would have saw him play. I heard him play, but I wish I would have saw him play. But he was just yeah. And Eddie Van Halen,
I mean, you can't.
it's a close second.
It's really hard to compare. It's
Yeah,
really
it's hard to compare that because you're different. But you know what? That's what he said. Eddie Van Halen said one of his idol guitar players was Jimi Hendrix, and man, that brother could play. I saw Van Halen in Dallas years ago when they did a free concert in downtown Dallas in the morning. They just did a concert that night. They did a street concert the next morning, and those guys played for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Blew my mind. Dallas is that you got to get there early. It was crazy, but yeah, it's been. Now, all right, here we go. Here we go. Now, this was for the young lady here. How can I say this? What was your favorite decade to dress up?
Decades. 80s. Duh.
And why?
The hair, the makeup.
See, that's why I know that.
No, the
I wouldn't
bobbles,
see that.
and the sweaters, and the stirrup pants, and all that.
The 80s. I like, you know what? It's a combination between, because I'm a bit older, I love the 70s. I love the disco thing.
I love the disco.
Saturday Night Fever was a crazy movie I love. But 70s and 80s, I had the afro. My brother had a Jerry curl. And the Jerry curl back in the day, everybody had there was this guy at school. Had you know what the gunslingers, what those things with the guns? They had the guns like in the back, the cowboys.
Yeah.
My friend had like that, but he had bottles for Jerry curl. He go and put it back in.
Yeah, we used to call it the drip because all that Jerry curl juice would be dripping off everything.
Jerry curl juice. And that guy was, he was serious. He was serious. He had I said, dude, really? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I gotta impress the ladies. How much did that cost? It cost them some money for doing that. Yeah, we're talking about hair.
We're born in the 70s, so I don't think any hair cared about the 70s. In the 80s,
I don't have any hair.
Started to, yeah. 80s, for sure.
So
hair back then.
All right, so now speaking of favorite movie and why. Favorite scary movie and why?
Oh, scary movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go with Red Rum.
Oh, that's Shining.
The Shining. I think The Shining with Jack Nicklaus, that was one of the creepiest scary movies I've seen, with the little kids running down the hallway and blood rushing down the hallway. And I was young when that came out, so it freaked the hell out of me.
Nightmare on Elm Street for me.
Oh, that's good.
You could have you had nightmares, you could have sleep because you'd be thinking about Freddy Krueger coming to get you. We all had
in that movie.
My scariest movies I ever saw, it's a tie between two of the classic movies of all time. They'll never make them again. Number one was Jaws.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
When I saw that in the movie theater, me as a kid, you say, hey, man, we're going to go see a movie. We'll go sit in the front row. Oh, my God. When that head came out and Dreyfus went to go examine the boat, the head came out, boom, we're gone. We went sitting back. We saw the entire movie and then we walked back home. Now, we lived in Florida. Our house is probably about a quarter of a mile away from the beach. So when we're going home, right next to the beach, you hear the ocean waves, You hear that theme song. Dun, 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 dun.
Dang,
I didn't
dang.
go. I didn't go in that water for a couple months after that. Nope.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I lived in Connecticut at that point in time, and there's not really shark up there. We have sand sharks, and it's still.
Well, now I found out they got some interesting trucks going on there in Florida. You never know. Yeah. My other movie, I have never seen the Indian movie, The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
The
Well, that was
Exorcist.
actually based on a house in Connecticut where I grew up.
Wow, that was. Now, Florida is notorious for having thunderstorms, and when now we're in Florida, my parents goes bowling on Friday night, and it came on HBO. I'll never get it. We're not supposed to watch it. we're not. We're not supposed to have the TV on when they were at bowling. So me and my brother, being idiots like we are, we knew Exorcist was going to come on because they're talking about that school time. We went to go see it, and then we saw the movie. We saw the movie. It was when that young lady was in the bed, and she's so possessed. And I looked at that, and then to get to the scene when she was cursing everybody and stuff was coming out. That's when the power went out. That's when the power went out, and I said, "Oh my god!" So we turned off the TV, went back in our room, and then my dad came back hours later. And they had those old TVs, the ones, the big ones with the knobs and.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only thing he did, he had to feel it. If it's on, you feel it, and we were in trouble. So yeah, Jaws and Exorcist was the craziest movie I ever seen. To this day, I have not seen the ending of that movie, so I don't know how it ended. Yeah. Let's see here. Next thing we got to talk about favorite comic of all time.
Ooh, I have to say George Carlin.
I'm going Robin Williams and Eddie Murphy
Oh gosh, he was
and
good too.
Jim Carrey.
Oh no, but what's that guy's name?
I'm gonna go with George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Eddie Murphy in no particular order. Oh,
Richard Pryor.
I was just about to say, and Richard Pryor. Those four in no particular order. Nobody can compare to them. I mean, there's great ones. There's Kevin Hart. There's Jim Gaffigan.
Mhm.
There's so many good comedians these days, but none of them compare to that. And I mean, actually, the old school Howie Mandel ranks up there.
He's up there too.
And you, young lady.
Oh wait, I said George Carlin. I said Richard Pryor.
Yep.
I said
That was it.
okay.
Z, what's yours?
I had a different kind. Red Fox.
Oh yes.
Good. Very good.
My
Very good.
grandmother went to go see him when he was in Vegas. And then when she got back, she said, that was the dirtiest man I ever seen in my life.
That's Red Fox.
You know what? Because, me, Red Fox was like Sanford's son,
Yeah.
Sanford's son. So I said, I was curious. My father had some Red Fox albums. Not supposed to listen to them, though. Had them right there in the living room. I said, let me go and check out Red Fox. And I turned it on, and I said, oh, my God. Dirtiest man ever. Sam Kinison.
Yes. Yeah, he was good. I like Sam Kinison too. Yeah.
Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison is one of those guys that you gotta have. If you have asthma, you gotta have that thing right there because you never would know what he's going to say. Richard Pryor.
Of course. I love Richard Pryor because he didn't give a bleep. Did not give a bleep.
Yeah. There were. You know what? The story about Richard Pryor when he came out right after Bill Cosby. And then they wanted to say, hey, we want Richard Pryor to be the next Bill Cosby. And Richard says, hell no. I'm going to do what I got to do. And
Yep.
Richard was crazy. Richard Pryor made my dad cry and laughing. Now, my dad was my military guy, and he made him die and laugh. I had never heard my dad laugh. Richard Pryor, and he told his stories of real life, and a lot of people, and that's what I'm saying. If Richard Pryor, Robert Williams, Red Fox were here now, they would have canceled them quickly. But yeah,
like that,
the new comedians,
because they didn't give a shit.
No, they didn't care. They didn't care at all.
Yeah, they didn't care. They spoke their minds. Whether it was funny, whether it was racist, whether it was sexist, it didn't matter, because you know what? The best part about comedians is it's a joke. It's supposed to be funny. If you're offended, get out. Like, everybody bitches and moans about the shows on Carnival or whatever cruise lines it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they were offensive. Don't go. It's
Don't
just
go.
like, if you don't like what you're watching, guess what? You got a remote, turn that off and be done with it.
Mm-hmm. And yes, and last night I saw Chris Rock's concert. I was dying laughing. Chris Rock is one of those guys who just says, hey, I got hit by Will Smith. I didn't cry about it. That's not the slap that hurt around the world. Will Smith and Chris Rock. He made more money out of that slap. Netflix paid him almost $50 million to do one concert. $50 million. So basically, he said, I'm not going to cry about it. I got paid to Netflix. He said that he don't give a F, and yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we're going to get to some deep stuff now. Now, this is going to be a hard one for y'all. Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan or Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris.
Ooh.
Chuck Norris all day long. He was the originator.
I think Bruce Lee was the originator. Or Jackie Chan, actually. Oh, gosh.
No. Jackie Chan was not. Jackie Chan sensationalized the Asian.
Bruce Lee was first.
With the same as Chuck
Jackie
Norris.
Chan, and then Chuck Norris.
No, Chuck Norris is. Chuck Norris.
Bruce Lee.
Chuck Norris.
Bruce Lee was. Did you ever see Return the Dragon? Did you ever see that fight scene in Rome? They were really hitting. They were hitting.
But I'll tell you something. One of the gentlemen I work with, Tom, he actually trained with Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a certified, I think, 4th or 5th degree black belt.
Yeah.
Granted, he's 73 now.
He's amazing, Chuck Norris.
Yeah, but he trained with Chuck Norris. And so I think Chuck Norris was first, huh?
I thought it was. I don't know. You tell us.
Who came first?
Okay, I gotta say this first. Bruce Lee was trained by a guy named Ip Man. If you ever seen that Ip Man movies, IP movie, it's called Ip Man. Go on YouTube, type in Ip Man. He was Bruce Lee's first trainer. And when Bruce Lee was doing Wing Chun, he did it. His ex went with it, but when he did his fights, he said, and I quote, "My fights were too long because I was doing Wing Chun." He invented his own martial arts. And when he did that, the UFC was formed.
Okay.
If you've seen Into the Dragon, you see him wearing what he was wearing. The UFC guys were doing that. But he created the UFC, the way he fought. He did his own martial art. And yes, Chuck Norris said, if we were to fight Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee would have beat him. Bruce Lee was that fast. He was quick. He did a one. He did a sidekick that would knock anybody out. Oh man, Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan. Uh, he's a funny martial arts kind of guy. His character was real funny, But yeah, he did his own stunts. Bruce Lee did his own stunts too, but he did. Chuck Norris is a great fighter. I would not compare him as an actor. I see Walker, Texas Ranger. I've seen all his movies. Number one, Bruce Lee. Number two, Chuck Norris. Number three, Jackie Chan.
Okay.
All right, now we gotta go to the fun part. Like I like food.
Oh, yes.
Chips Ahoy or Oreo cookies, and why?
Neither, because I don't eat cookies.
I'm gonna go with Oreos because you can break them apart and eat them 2 parts at a time. You eat the cream, then you get the cookie. Chips Ahoy, it's one cookie. So I gotta go with Oreos.
Oreos. You tell me, Yola, you never had a cookie in your life.
I'm not saying I haven't had a cookie, but it's not like something I crave.
I mean, when you were a kid.
I would do an Oreo and milk.
Oreo and milk. Yeah, I love Oreo cookies. I like the double stuff because I'm fat. Those suckers that big. Favorite candy and why?
Almond Joy,
And why?
because Mom's got nut, or
Almond Joy's got nuts, Mom's don't.
Almond Joy has nuts, Mom's don't.
Mine is probably a little known one, and it's called Goldenberg's Peanut Chews. So
Never
it's
heard of it.
chocolate, peanuts, and caramel. And back in the day, I don't know, about 30 something years ago, I was a stoner. And they were really good when you were high.
You made a cigweed.
Oh, yeah.
The cigweed.
Smoked a good joint, man. Not like a good Goldenberg's peanut chew. They were sweet. They were salty. When you're stoned, you're like, this is good.
Yeah. So, well, you can tell I love candy.
And yours is?
I love candy, and when I was a kid, I didn't like to brush my teeth. And long story short, I was riding a bicycle, my mountain bike, in the Texas summer where I had no water, and I flipped my bike, and I crushed 2 of my teeth and 2 of my back teeth. And basically, the doctor said, we need to take them out because it's going to be permanent damage, and you can't fix it. You got to take your teeth out. So, all right, it was my fault. But when I was growing up, jelly beans all day, every day.
Wait, you said jelly bean. That wasn't an option.
Oh, jelly beans.
Favorite candy. Okay.
Jelly beans all day, every day. Whatchamacallit? Oh,
that's a great one.
No, I hate it.
I love that one. It was
Oh,
crispy. It was crunchy. It had caramel and chocolate. Had that little weirdo the hell it was in a cookie bar.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
I like it.
whatchamacallit? Jelly beans. Bad boys. What you gonna do? Somebody's getting arrested. It ain't me. Oh, we got Sea Lake Journeys in the house. How you doing, bro? I know. Hey, you know what? It's a party over here at Chad's house because Robin's out of town. So we are going to go to Sea Lake Journey's house this week and party down.
Yeah, we were watching this live earlier. She's up north somewhere.
Yeah.
She's up in Tennessee doing work. So, hey, Chad, I'm getting in my private jet. I'll be there in a couple of minutes.
All right, see, we have to go to bed. It's like getting close to our bedtime.
We got work in the morning, brother.
We got work in the morning. This is my work right here. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for playing the game. Thank you. Appreciate it. Guys, check out Carnival Cruise Addiction. Check them out. You won't be sorry. And I forgot about your. I forgot your live tonight.
It's
That's
okay.
all right.
You can watch the replay.
It's every Sunday. Every Sunday. Yeah, watch the replay. We need to watch it.
I watched the yes, the goat. Michael Jordan won the game. Won his team won the race. Talladega.
All right.
Yes. Thank you guys for coming here. Appreciate it.
Take care, Z. Have a great
See
night.
y'all soon. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue what we're gonna talk about. So
All right.
Okay.
Do that.
thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So oh, just got home from the gym. Party is delayed. Oh, okay. All right. But yeah. So what are we talking about? We're talking about this or that, and this or that and why. And yes, if we have another contestant, if you want to come up here. Hold on. We got bad boys coming in. Yes. So thank you guys. Had to pop in. Hold on. Hey, Chad, don't worry about it, man. Now, Charles. Well, thank you, Chad, for coming in. Yes, guys, check out Sea Light Journeys. Sea Light Journeys will be on Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern. On Wednesdays, check them out. And yesterday, they are Sundays, 6 p.m. Check them out. Also, yeah, but so yeah, so we're talking about this or that and other things. We're talking about Star Wars, Star Trek, Michael Jordan. Yeah. Favorite stories of my youth, and the following segment of the show is Fireball. It's happy hour somewhere. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, the following episode of the show goes on. Yes, we're doing this live. Guys, thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me see here. All right, so yeah, we had some fun. This or that. We're gonna do this sometime. If you want to be a contestant on that, next week we're gonna be doing this or that. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta have fun a little bit. Carver cruising. Yeah, Sunday is fun day. Everything's open. The schedule like for next week. For next week will be at 2:00. 2:00 Eastern. 2:00 Eastern. 1:00 Central Time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're gonna be doing some Monday to Friday episodes. We're gonna talk about things. We're also gonna talk about cruising. A lot of cruising going on. Sea Light Journeys is doing that good stuff. Let me go ahead and take a beer. Yes, because I was cooking something. I had to turn it off because I got into a deep conversation. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and check it. Yes, I went to check to see who was on. See who my competition is for tonight. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see here. Oh. You and Doug. I'm just yes, I'm getting ready. I gotta cook some food. Um, yes, tomorrow cleaning lady's coming in. Tomorrow, she does my shopping for me, so I gotta make that list. But we're gonna check to see who's on today. Who's included? Let's see here. Oh, Highway Cruise is on. Let's go ahead and check him out. Good evening, content creators. Good evening, content creators. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. All right, so Howard Coods is on next. I'm getting ready to get out of here because I gotta cook some dinner. I did a shot. I know I gotta eat something. I can't do any more shots. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank Cruise Nuts, Butterfowls. Also want to thank Carnival Cruise Addicts for playing that game, this or that, and why. It was pretty good. It's one of the things you just got to do. You got to remember how to do that. I used to do that. So, yes, I'm going to think of some games going to do on prime time. This or that, or smash and pass. That will be fun. It's like a modified version of the New Wake game. Yes, I will be the host. We'll have 3 contestants coming in, but I'd like to thank everybody for coming in tonight. You know what? And we're going to end it out with a song. Let me see if we can put this song in. Because that's what we do. At the end of the night, we put in a song, and here we go. Let's see if we get this. Oh, man. It's time for me to go. I got to go. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Don't forget, hit that like button. Don't forget, if you're watching this replay, thank you for the hashtag replay. I like to thank everybody, guys, for coming in. Carl Cruise Addicts for coming in for the show. I also want to thank Sheila Journeys Go Live Together, Go Like Breeze, Cruise Nuts, many other people out there. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and cook some food because I need to. Thank you guys for coming in. Don't forget, I'm going to make this modified gone because I got two. All right, here we go. Hey, guys, don't forget. Appreciate it. Go ahead and watch this if you missed this. Have some fun today, and I hope you guys will see y'all soon. Don't forget, do not drink and drive. Do not hang around knuckleheads. Do and always, 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 always drink responsible. Peace out, deuces, and we's out.